Asalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatu. Waa walaalkeena Mo Money. Kusoo dhawaada walaalayaal again crypto iyo akhbaarta ku xisaabsan dhinaca crypto iyo BTC iyo some few coins insha Allah. Walaalayaal waxaa mid ugu horeyso really quick just to see some highlights where we are. Haddii aad channel kala socotid recently probably alhamdulillah with the time has the fursadaan hasto I'm trying to be posting waxaan isku daya inaan soo geliyo some video updates here and there. Basically waxaan sameynayaa charts yaasha aan soo post garay last week maybe couple days ago update ayaan ku sameeyaa dhinaca technical analysis, fundamentals very little, but muhiimada also you have to check a little bit with the fundamentals. But more interestingly, one thing I want to see, and I know Suuqa dollarka, dollar right now is it was trying to hold, it was good day to hold it, but unfortunately, dollar was not enough to hold the 101 meelaha seeto. Aniga for my kind of support resistance 109 oo ii taagan yahay. So it did have a really good breakout. The question is how many more months would the dollar take for eventually to come back down again to measure it to 80s, 90s inshallah, before it actually sees another expansion, maybe sanat or lavasono. It depends how long it would take for it to come back down here. So in general, so you might have another interest spike up, in Mado, which supports the dollar to push it back in this range, kusoo and we will see, are we going to see again the highs of 115? That's the likelihood. It's an open market, but it's very, very, very tight. So let's go straight to BTC, mashallah. BTC recently video yasha hore aad soo daawanaysay. We've been talking about this head and shoulders for I think I have it here. Which one was that? Yep, wakana. So BTC haddii aad soo daawanaysid the last couple videos and soo dhexdhigay, it has been following this chart pattern, which is so beautiful, mashallah. We are yet to see Balka do so tap to 34k. So the goal is still that 34k to 37k. Invalidation point is yet to be seen, but right now the continuation is intact. معناته waxa waay BTC wuxuu kusii jiraa validating our balkii la yiraahdo head and shoulders. So we do have a really nice the appearance is the head and shoulder. We had a breakout, and the way you just test it waxa waay sida breakout kaaseeto oo target lagu sameysto is you just take it from the neckline to meesha ka jabiyo. This is where it actually broke from. This is the amount of days it was taken. So a break above here, BTC wuxuu noo fadhiyaa maybe 36k to 34, 36k. So we have at least this is on a weekly perspective. We come down again from that weekly perspective on a channel, on a trend line, on a continuation trend line. Trend line kaneetan waxaa ujeedaa BTC has been going on an uptrend, so that uptrend it is validated and it is acceptable. So the only time we will see is BTC probably meeshaan markuu imaado oo hoos usoo jabsado, then you are going to target waxaa kusoo noqonaynaa you start gonna waxaa fiirinaysaa the lower levels meesha laga soo jibiyo 34 ahaado 37 ahaa laga soo celiyo oo meesha linkan intuu kasoo jabsado, we will be looking for the lower levels inshallah, 30k, 35, 32 and so forth. Also usii soconayna. So that is our weekly right now. Weekly is still intact. It closed above waxyariisa ka dhiman usbuucan inuu ka dhamaado 2 beri 3 beri ka dhiman axadda ugu dambeyso. So wili jimcada noo sii dhiman beri. We will see how BTC is going to play out when the market opens up. Maalmahan with the bear market, it looks like trading a lot happens mostly markuu suuqa furmo. Markuu suuqu xiran yahay waxyariis some movements here and there way dhacdaa, but not very major movements. So mida kale on a daily waxaa ujeetaa really nice waxaa kusoo galay a really balkii la yiraahdo flag bull flag meeshaanayto ku jirto. So you also gonna just put it on top, target it 39k, 37, 38, whatever you want to target, but you know eventually you will break this inshallah. And aniga targetkeyga waxaa waaye I'm still holding 34k is the target. 37k hadduu sii gaarsiiyo kasii fiican, so the 34k is a really nice target. So close above 31200, hold it. Continuation pattern way tahay. Meeshaan intuu negate hadduu kasoo dhaco laga soo celiyo, we are expecting it to come back down again and test the 29,500. So BTC, it is and has been and is still in this range. Meeshaan intuu dhaqdhaqaaq badan muusan ka sameynin. Right now, even though we had like about, I think, a 3% increase, wuxuu ahaaday as high as 31,800 oo soo taabtay. Haddana waa ujeedaa 31,300 ayuu suuqa marwaya. So the question is this 31,200, is it going to hold it on the sideways and continue, maybe tomorrow breakout, or at least 3,500 retest ku sameey and then go up? So it is yet to play out, but you know, waxay dhahaan money comes from the impatient to the patient. So inshallah, all this waxaaneeto, it takes time. The only place rejection kaneeto, invalidation for this bull flag ka dhici doonto, close below this thing, 29,500 kaneeto, close below it, and then you are targeting this trend line, which is 26,800 kaseto, and you start targeting for the lows. Right now, it's still intact to continue where it's actually going on. Let's go quickly. Yep, let's go quickly to Ethereum. Ethereum has done a really great job. Lastly, fiirinayna, I think xagu ahay waxyaalaha nagu sawirnay kan oo ahay umaleynaa. See, yep, we are still looking for our target. The target is yet to play out. Ethereum can also, it was kind of doing like a continuation for this trend line. And trend line, it only had two support to kakate. There's not a lot of like, you know, test back motion semeni. So at 1400 kaneto motion kusono konin. All it did is just it continued from there. Right now it's testing its 2000 psychological balkili 2000 psychological, but eventually this is the target 2159 from where it came from. I think this was it. أنسف عن أسبري. اللهم استعان. Yeah, from here to 2100, 2180s مشانيته approximately. Anyway, the next resistance, another psychological resistance مفيرينينو, the 2000 مفيرينينو. We are targeting above than that. We had a really nice bulky. I mean, it's crazy, but this is definitely a textbook lirado. When you are looking bulky, the chart patterns, specifically, I mean, the old style chart patterns, bugi qalin ku sawiranaayeen. You also have like another head and shoulder. This is your shoulder and this is your head, another shoulder. This is your neckline, close above it, into to here. You test this up, you test that out all the there, and you just go above it where they broke it. Testing it 21,000. Our target goal is 21,180s, I think, yeah, 1077 or even 88. So right now it's actually, you know, all it wants is test this out. So eventually this is going to be with Jabi Dona, this 2000 psychological resistance is trying you know, GBO. Once it does that, this is your at least next target for long lagabahayo and a good short entry. So the question is, once it holds it tries to test this mojibidona, is it back down again, and are we going to be in between these two, 1700 your 2189? Probably that's going to be your next game. So another like show, this is possibly another good, you know, valkyrie, rather a good trade. So but for it to do this and go up and come back down again, then you know that you have a continuation. But I prefer Balka to play a lot more this game. Arkena how the chart keeps developing, so you have to balki liyirado wa ina la socota akhbarta la socota on a 4 hourly, on a daily, wa ina fiirisa and see what's changing, what other chart patterns are kusoo darsamay. Allahumma musta'an, on a daily we don't have a lot, so we just have this kind of like a breakout kaneto o kabahay. If you were kind of had the bulky a trend line at the mention then you had that breakout, and then you know this is going to be tested. So that is at least a good continuation to bulky the inverse head and shoulder. So BTC, that's the BTC Toro dominance, Toro cryptocurrency. I mean, weekly basis at the FE receipt, it's trying to break out. There's a lot of bulky wahala daha lacag yiri suuqa soo gashay. Eventually, right now we are about 1.1, 1.13 is our support. And then you have your next resistance to 1.4. This is your next resistance right here, brother. So a good breakout and hold above this other time measure tagana hani. Eventually, it is a continuation to go to 1.4 trillion as a market cap. Is that all BTC makimanesa, Ethereum makimanesa, or a combination of all? Karma suuqa it depends. So right now it's just target step by step, target by target. Break this 1.31, then go to 1.4. لكن on a weekly person هدي العاب في أنا سوق قلنيسيد أكم مقنانيسيد for weeks in. That's how you trade it. You just go for the long term. هدي كعب سنيسيد هنا stress ka. At least I'm looking this as a breakout. Maybe back test it to 1.18 and then go up to 1.3. That will be a good بالكي اللي يراد سوق healthy وياي وحنا نقدونا some kind of a continuation. At the time we have a breakout, come back here, stay here for a little bit, and then go up, and that will be a really healthy comeback. هذه وسي صعدنا وسي صعدي, and that's what it is. You have your RSI. RSI has some momentum to go. Let's go on a weekly. Yeah, you're still looking at RSI. Let's check this out. What's going on here? Bullish. Yeah, bearish divergence. I'm going to this week. Let's check it out on a weekly. You have here prices down. You have here prices down. Oh, okay, no, it's not. Divergence but there's no divergence. So you have at least some validation above the borderline of a 50. So some continuation let's go to waxyaalaha aan fiirinayna suuqa kula socon. I mean, if you look at crypto bubbles, the fiirisid almost everything is green except for XEC and FTT. Everything suuqa previously last 2 days or 3 days kasoo gashay, we are on the green side right now. It does not hurt meesha khasaare ma ku jirtid haddii aad dartaan faa'iida ku jirta profitka kala bixaysid. Mida kalena another chart pattern aad fiirsanaynay, it's none other than XRP. I mean, how else? Where did we not see this coming? Haddii aad videoyaashay hore usoo daawanaysay, I think a week or 2 weeks ago, I think la usbuuc hataa wallahi subhanallah allahumma musta'an. Si fiican uma xasuusta. I think the last, yeah, maybe the last two videos. If you probably aad tahay kuwa oo daawaday videogaasieto and probably and you remember hal mar, just put it down in the comment. waxaan jeclahay 2 weeks ago inay ahayd bahalkaneeto and tradekaneeto kusoo qaadanay. And mashallah, it played out so well. It played out so advantageous. It's one thing waxaan ka dhigi karaa is the technical analysis is something else, and fundamental is something else. Aniga naftirkeyga trade anuu ku jiro XRP oo suuqa maanta u kacay oo si fiican u kacay. I was like, yo, what happened? Maxaa suuqa maanta saan igu kiciyay? Is it purely technical analysis? I mean, yeah, the target wuu gaaray eventually meesha aan rajeynayay isoo taabto. If you go back and you look at it, this is your support, your support, and then your resistance. Here it was here one time support and another resistance. So here was support, resistance. I knew this is going to be meeshaan waxay noqon doontaa the next target or setup. The reason why Udohoyo is we played something called rectangular chart pattern. So this is possibly a reversal chart rectangular pattern. Inuu kasoo baxay dhinaca la yiraahdo bearishness, dhinaca 30%, dhinaca 20 cents. Possibility is very high XRP oo meeshaas uu kasoo dhaqaaqay, or that the likelihood it may not go back. But things can go crazy. I mean, cryptocurrency, it may come back. But as far as looking at bahalkaneeto, waxa la yiraahdo examples of chart patterns, reversals, head and shoulders, double bottom, rectangle, maxaa kalaa ku jiro Allahumma musta'an ma badno. They're very few, of course, si fiican kama xasuusto, but those are the four, the biggest three aan soo xasuusto. Head and shoulder, rectangular chat pattern, your double bottom, ama maybe triple bottom or triple top, or rectangular top, or head and shoulders, or inverse head and shoulders, cup and handle. So those are called baalkii la yiraahdo reversal chart patterns. Video yaa sheegaya ku jirtaa reversal chart patterns, one of those YouTubes aan kusoo geliyey indhaha tech analysis inuu barto. Please go back to those, inshallah, waad arki doontaa. So this is a good example of a rectangle chart pattern. Um, and the last videos we talked about it, alhamdulillah. You know, all you did is just measure your rectangular part of it, and from there you had a breakout, right? Whatever your breakout was, at least you had to target above. So the breakout was at least almost $1, right? But we knew, Anaka, at least you're gonna play your target setup is the next target is gonna be the next resistance, wherever, however, or breakout usameyo, all you're targeting is the next resistance. So having said that, also something else we've seen was this channel. This trend line was a continuation. It came back here, support, came back here, tested again twice, came back here, but it didn't actually touch it. Very little touch, and then it continued, and then bang, and now you are outside. So this is a two low, so probably some argument to make, right? All it has to do right now is hold this 77 Caneto. It only needs to hold this price. 77 Caneto and above it, maybe come back down a little bit, go back up and just play around here. That is a good hold for it to go. But deal Furio, I was like, markaan suuqu ila dhaqaaqeen farxad yar ay soo gashay. I was like, man, Miss Danin, it would be that in one day. I think I was just, slowly grinding, go here, come back here, test it, and then go up. That is what I was expecting. Bahalkaneeto suuqu inuu saas u dheelo, but it's crypto. You have a 68% increase, more than that OI, but because of the close, it shows a 68% increase. So, and then I googled and then I saw Bahalkaneeto repo SEC, the fight, the battle is over. So it is crazy Bahalkaneeto that even Coinbase right now, in the largest US crypto exchange in Iran XRP in suuq ku soo celiyaan. But it's not a win for the Ripple keligooda ma ahan. SEC also way ka faa'iideen. So 50-50 aa loo kala qaybiyey because decision making what's the name of this judge? I think naga aheda umaleyna. Ripple Labs did not violate federal securities ee dhahday magaceeda iga maqan. Then it went up 75. Judge Annalisa Torres waxay dhahday the cryptocurrency company in case brought to US security, though it did not give it gave the SEC a partial victory. Waxaan soo akhristay a little bit of their rulings kooda. One thing ee dhahday dhinaca naagtaneeto judge kan Analia Torres ee dhaho, so waxaa waaye dhinaca suuqa oo loogu gaday, dhinaca investorska loogu gaday before even this thing analyzed or suuqa lasoo gelinin. That was a security. Laakiin marka suuqa lasoo dhexdhigay ummadda loo soo sharaxay for the purpose of profit and so forth, exchangeyaasha inta la keenay oo soo maraya seed phrases oo soo maraya stage 1 and 2, that is not a bahalkii security. Saasay u kala qaybisay. So 100% XRP maranin, SEC na maranin, at least there is no clarity ma jirto. She's basically saying the same thing. Inta waa saxsantahay, intana ma ka saxsano. My whole point is, if you've been playing haddii bahalkaneeto aad dhinaca chat you were looking at your technical analysis and you were playing this game, you were looking at waxaa fiirinaysay this kind of a bahalkii la yirahdo rectangular chart pattern, ama waxaa fiirinaysay this ascending triangle, and let's say you were looking at this ascending triangle. waxaa dhahday, hey, I'm just going to play Bahalkaneeto ascending triangle, and you're just going to look at a breakout. Your breakout is going to target you the same to $1, but 77 is your first target, is your first profit taking, because that is your next resistance. haddii asaas u dheeli lahayd, whether you've seen in use and you didn't see in use, you will have benefit from this. You probably balkaneto waxaa laga rabay without that news, because this is news driven. It's not purely hey chart analysis. This is how it played out. All this is news driven. So wasoo kacay as a chart analysis. What you wanted to see was a breakout. Go back here and get rejected. Come back here and retest, and go back up. Come back here, and then bang, touch that and get rejected. That is what and how you play the technical analysis. XRP, which is so beautiful. Question right now is how on a daily basis is it going to hold 77 cassette, or is it going to get rejected? We are seeing that it is due for bulky momentum change. So the momentum has to shift, and we have to see some sell off and come back down again and maybe test 58. So that would be another at least good entry. Solano, same thing. We did play out, alhamdulillah, really well on a weekly basis, and then go back to it. And if you go back to weekly, Solano is still a game to play actually. The first target Valky soo dhexdhigay was 25. Target 1 achieved. If even went more than above than that, 27 aan u malayn oo soo taabtay, 28 oo hadeertaan marwaya. So you do have that kind of like a ascending triangle. So all you want is that breakout caseto. So what you have right now is you do have that breakout for Solano, and you're having a target of even way above than that. But always you just target the next resistance line, step by step. You have two resistance to target for. One is the 57 and another resistance of 45, and you also have the 39. So that is how you end up Balcaneto playing out. Right now on a weekly basis, at least you want this Balkan Solano to close above this trend, above this horizontal support line, to sit here and hold this place. Then Balcaneto, you are targeting the 35. You might want some back test again, maybe to 26 or 25. So back test as Caseto, at least you have some validation card of your continuation, and you just extend the line card. All you do is just keep extending it and see when are you going to get out of this downward momentum Caneto. So it ended up getting out of the downward momentum on this long bal Caneto or sell-off kujuri for a very long time, a whole year or kusujiri. I think 2 years since 2021 or so the other night 2023 hadeertaan lagu jiro subhanallah. I mean, actually broke it above momentum kiisuna wuxuu geysan yahay. There's not a lot of news except for news waxyarihiisa ku jirto oo Solana iyo Ethereum ay Solano ee noqoto ee waxay rabtaa inay noqoto layer 1, Ethereum layer 2 camal u noqoto. Hadeertaan waxaa ognaanay Solano is kind of like supporting Ethereum for blockchain ahaan to do quicker transactions. Waxyaalahaas support u tahay. But right now, I mean, Solana is just being as Solana as it is. So it is some kind of waxay tahay a continuation for an intact. Aniga possibility 2 games you might want to play. I'm not in it. I'm out of it. Alhamdulillah, profit taken. So what I'm just waiting is right now is just to wait the 25 Caseto and play the 35, or maybe even backtest this bulky this channel, this trend line. If this trend line is not going to be tested again because probably of a huge continuation, but the 25 is at least back entry again to target to 35. With weekly we have the 21 EMA. I mean, once it was sitting on that 21 EMA, it broke above it. That was pretty good trade. Allahumma sta'am on a daily, same thing. XRP, let's move to EOS. EOS, I mean, unless EOS is sought after, I'm just waiting for this thing. Unless EOS, this is the back test again. This is the second time. And we are having a really good short entry, Allahu Alam. I mean, to me, Balcaneto, it's going to be either I put my stop on 85 or 90, 85 Caneto in a stop kick Angisto. It's a close tight stop. I want Ugahay, but I know this is a back test. My target is 33 for a short entry. That is Balcaseto. Render, same thing. Allahumma musta'am. Render has been really nice. Just waiting for another entry. For another entry to come back down again. Maybe this right bulky lirado right shoulder. So we have at least some Balcaneto lirado, some continuation, some head and shoulder wa ujeda. This is a really nice head and shoulder. This is the neckline. we are just waiting for that break line. This was the balki la yirahdo falling wedge, rising wedge, and then it fell down. So at least rise. So you are waiting at least that breakout. You had this retest akhabney. Once it broke here, and you had at least retest, and now you have this some kind of a head and shoulder, but you also have inta hadii aa fiirinaysid Allahumma musta'an, from there, was it here? I believe, I think it's on a daily oo ku jiraa. I think the daily oo ku jiraa probably. Yeah, we are on the daily. That is 21 kabah. Let's look at 200 support. So everything right now is looking as a support wise, but no, we are still playing this head and shoulder game. 21 head and shoulder target is 1.22, and head and shoulder failure is 3.6. You want to close above this and test the 2.6, then you know head and shoulder invalidated. That Balkanito was just a fake out for that head and shoulder. It got invalidated, and then you targeting that. Falling wedge kadi, retest water eye, support stance, 21 EMA. Allahumma musta'an. Engine was another one. I put it up. I think kan waxaan soo geliyay, waxaan jeclahay dhinaca telegram aan soo dhex dhigay. Really good baalkii descending triangle oo ahaa, it got invalidated. Descending triangle waxaa laga rabay dhinaca hoos inuu soo jabsado. So this will have been how you play out baalkaneeto. Meeshaaneeto markuu soo jabsado, the target will be at least 3.1, but invalidation ka dhacday. So it's probably invalidation in a breakout would take you a target of a 13. It's day by day. Take it step by step. Once if you enter trade here or kusogalay, I mean, if you were there watching some videos, yes, mashallah, just it's about holding, and you just keep watching your trades and see how well are they playing. So another one just plays out. Waxaa u malaysaa bahalkan triangle kaneeto, this descending triangle or bahalkan injid uu jecel yahay, and now you also had that descending triangle, another one, and then you have a breakout. So is this going to take it to $9? That's the $9. The next target is what, 13, so forth. Another one, I think I saw that video in our telegram. It's comp. Comp is also retesting right now. It's getting ready for a big breakout. So we will see if this is the breakout that's going to take it above to 140. So once this ball kind of suuqaneeto meeshaan uu ka baxo, 145 is what you're looking for when it comes to this huge rectangular reversal hadduu ka baxo. Waa ujeedaa the conviction is really high. Haddii aragtid volume kaneeto isoo kusoo dhaqaaqay up to here, there's a really high conviction. Is it weak? Ma dhamaaday? Right now you're looking as a bullish engulfing on a weekly basis. So what I want that is Balkaneto, you would want that in closement of a bullish engulfing, Balkaneto kuhero, and go up and come back down again and hold it. At least that's a good entry. Target 1, 99, target 2, 170. So that's how you play. Don't hit the game, just Balkaneto. You make sure you put in your stop losses. It's not for a long-term holding. Crypto, wakabara walal, it's about trading. Long-term holders, I don't think you, Allahu A'lam, I don't know. Is it going to be here forever? But it's always best to be safe with your own capital card. You just want to be the player. You don't want to be stuck. You don't want to be like Balkan sell-off, for example, like EOS. Meeqadada kor ugu jirto ilaa haddeertaan they're still holding Gala, Sandpaper. I mean, they're good projects, but you need liquidity in the market. If there's no liquidity at the Sukujurin, there's no need for you to keep on holding it. Hope that Balkan, one time Okuso Nokodono. That one time might be 15 years, 10 years, 5 years. Allahu Alam. You just play the game. So let's go to 21. I think 21. Let's look at the 21 EMA. 21 EMA above it, closed it. So 200 support, of course, it's sitting as a support on a daily basis. I have some dotted line, some kind of a descending, some kind of an ascending triangle. No, a descending triangle. Is this going to be an invalidation? Like they came back here, tested here. There's a huge bulky liquidity grab. so that you know, probably even you could call this a double bottom. But you know, how valid is it on a weekly basis? Yes, it's also some validation ku jirto. But however, kan waxaa ku jirto at least some bearishness ku jirto wax yariis, divergence yariis ku jirto, bullish divergence. You can see the price wuxuu u socdaa bearish divergence aan dhehe, waa isdhaafinaya hadalla isdhaafinaya. So here you can see it's making higher highs uu sameynaya, intan wuxuu sameynaya lower lows on your momentum. So at least you have some sell off, or maybe you only want this momentum to cool off wax yariis in the price to keep holding. Maybe $1 $2 so daddy momentum go down, and then you know, boom, you break it. That is a good trade. Ave, same thing. I think Ave, there was not a lot. I haven't been playing Ave a lot. Ave waa daawanaya le. I'm still waiting. Oo ujeedaa waxa ii saaran bahalkii la yirahdo alert. All I want is for it to break this out. This break is what I want, because even you see a 21 EMA had is support. Yeah, trade at the arrow meshaneto. I was waiting it for it to break above and break out balkaneto through this downward channel. Aniga percentage jiris le karadinoya profit taker high, enter the market and exit the market lena. So all I want is to come above it and target maybe 34% and take these highs and stay in this channel. I don't want it to go. I don't want it to target to 172 mara in a hori ukusi jibio. All I want is just to play here, and then healthy asugo or afmat leh inu tartiibkiisa oo xagga ku aado. You do not want that kind of a bulky XRP you know, explosion to 172, because you know balkas eventually will so daadanaya. Allahumma musta'an. I mean, that's what I have for you guys, inshallah. Even haddii aa haysatid one, you know, some particular coin zaaid u jeceshahay, maybe aa ku jirtid and you want to get out of it, and you know, and you want in inshallah, and maybe some chat ka hal mar aan, you know, include it on our chat weekly basis. Inshallah, just put it down in the comment, and we will find and try to put some time for it. Lastly, these are mostly the coins I'm trading, and I know it's a lot of coins, but just trader opportunities are there. So all I'm doing is I'm just going from one coin to the other one. Afirinaya has the market changed, and now we have at least rather some symmetrical triangle. We have at least a short, a resistance. So this is another good place to short it. And then just, you know, stop loss is just right above it, 1.465 to 1.37. You know, some kind of what if you entered why 2% stop loss, maybe almost 2 point something percent stop loss, and your profit taken is all the way to here, 13% profit. So you play the games out of it, or you just wait for this thing to break out. You break out either way, one way, break out up, or you break it down. Whatever you break it out, the symmetrical triangle is where you're going to break it out, is where you're going to target. If it breaks out above it, so that's good. If breakout above wuxuu back out again on this huge trend line oo ku that one time uu kasoo daatay liquidity grab right here. That was so beautiful. I was waiting, aniga waxaan sugaya this other liquidity grab. This one is what I was waiting for. Inuu bahalkaanito inta imaado oo soo taabto wax yariis oo go up and bam, and to take these ones up asugay, but it hasn't done that. It's trying to be stubborn. Ilaa hadartaan meeshiisu ayuu taagan yahay. I would wait. Haddii meeshiisu sii taagnaanayo, this is a good symmetrical triangle. If this is going to play out, I'll play out. Haddii up uu socdo, will play up. Haddii hoos uu imaanayo, will play above, below. And dhinacii liquidity grab kaneeto waa ka samreynaa. So this is another way you can also target. So that's how you play, inshallah, walaalayaal. And I think another one issue so qashin maxay the Dogecoin made, I'm a dot coin made. 21 simple moving average so jibinaya. I think was it data umalenaya. Yeah, dot or high. So dot, even though I'm not trading, but you still also want to pay attention. So likelihood, majority of the coins in the past weeks of arkai, they wanted just to go at least above the 21 exponential moving average. close above it, then you see some kind of a bulky yirahdo continuation to test the downward momentum channel kaseto. That has has been holding for a very long time, and at least you have this double bottom. Suuqa kusoo noqday. But at the same time, if you look at this thing, you have your inverse cup and handle right here. Inverse cup and handle. So this is a rejection that will break out. You can target that to $2. It is crazy where حضرتك عمره يا $5 maybe. I think that's what it is. 5.6 وهذا مروية. So um, it has to break this for this to cup and handle invalidation. If inverse cup and handle baalka hadduu jabsan waaye oo meelahan usoo taawo waaye, then baalkaneto dot is in huge dhinaca technical analysis, it is in a huge baalkii endangerment. Dhibaato badan ay kasoo raaci karto haddii oo meeshaaseeto saas u dhaafsan. 200 simple moving average oo ujeedaa it's getting rejected. So it's a good short entry. Either way, I'm not trading it, but ishay kusoo dhigtay. I was like, coinisha kale way soo kaceen. There's been a lot of movements. Let me look at that, your atom, waa fiirfiirinaye, and that waxay qabatay ishay ay qabatay. I was like, hey, probably this is another good short. So this is very interesting. Not a lot to say about Balki Lirado atom. Not very much. Not very much. Not very much. Balki حما وحقوا megaphone. Oh, ayokawa. It's just they make highs, they make lows, they make another high, they make another low. He will come here, another high or samena. It's just ridiculous. Barely anything, any chart patterns to play on. You know, let's see. Let's see. I mean, this could be good. Here is maybe breakout. Yeah, on a daily maybe. Maybe you're just waiting for a breakout. Liquidity grab. Here is. You know, possibly even break down at least a bulky lirado bearish flag target $7. No, what is it? $6. So I mean, yeah, you can target that, but you could also target bulky lirado breakout and just go to $11. Doggy coin. Dogecoin, one of my favorite memes. Memeyaal badan soo baxeen sheep. Iska badan yihiin. Dogecoin has to. It's still holding very low liquidity. So 21. Let's go back to the weekly where we at. Resistance. Yep, yeah, weekly. Dhinaca short uu fiican yahay instead of a long, or you just wait for a breakout and just target breakout kind of inta ka sugaysaa leh. Just wait for a breakout and then target 16. It's crazy how they play out. Wallahi subhanallah. Inshallah taas ayaan igu soo dhaweeyey walaalayaal. I hope you guys benefit from inaad ka faa'iidaysateen dhinaca waxyariista the tech, the technical analysis, the updates, inshallah. Taas ayaan khayr inagu dhaafayaa. Asalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatu. Kusoo dhawaada.